to have gotten compensated for that dress that she told me made me look fat.
I'm just so thankful that Judge Porter was on my side, that law was on my side. I think this lawsuit wasn't about.
We're here for case number 8103, Brenda White versus Chloe Bennett. Ladies, can you please come to the podium? Good morning, Ms. White.
Morning.
Good morning, Ms. Bennett.
Good morning.
Ms. White, you're suing Ms. Bennett for the amount of $75,000 for damages and a refund?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. What's going on with this?
Well, I would frequent Chloe's shop on a regular basis, and I bought a dress, and maybe about a month after I bought it, I just had second thoughts about it, and I tried to return it for a refund, and she refused to refund. And not only that, she intentionally, very loudly refused the refund and was like dramatic and yelling at me, and all these people were staring at me because of it, and it was just the most humiliating and embarrassing thing. And not to mention that when I originally bought the dress, I bought the dress because I thought I looked cute in it. I thought it looked great. But I heard her say, "Oh, that dress makes you look fat."
She said that the day you bought the dress or the day you...
Yes, she said it the day I bought it, and I kind of bought it out of spite because I was like, well, I think I look good, and my opinion is the only one that matters.
Okay.
But then that's one of the reasons I had second thoughts, because it just lived in my head, and I was like, oh my God, maybe everybody's laughing at me. Like she said something nasty about me to her employee, and then they both kind of chuckled and giggled afterwards.
Okay.
And
that was the day that you purchased the dress.
Yes.
Okay. So you purchased the dress
kind of out of spite, because I was like, oh, I think I look good. But then because it lived in my brain, and I felt I was kind of embarrassed. I thought, what if I wear this out and other people think I look fat?
Okay, did you wear the dress once you left so
No.
You never wore the dress?
No.
So it's been sitting in your closet until you decided to bring it back for the refund?
That's correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
So there was nothing wrong with the dress per se?
Not that I could see. No, it was just all living in my head after she insulted me in her store in front of people.
Oh, okay.
And then when I brought it back, she
How much did this dress cost? I'm just curious.
It was about $60.
$60?
Yeah.
Okay, $60 dress. All right.
And when I brought it back, and she refused to give me a refund, just flat out refused, and was loud and nasty about it. I mean, it was just humiliating and embarrassing. People were staring like, what is wrong with that woman? And I was just so taken aback by how, I have been going to the store for years.
Mm-hmm.
For years. And I would think that loyalty counts for something.
Customer loyalty.
Right?
I hear you. Yeah, I agree. Ms. Bennett, you heard what Ms. White had to say. What's your take on this?
Your Honor, first of all, I want to start saying I'm a small business owner. I have a little boutique, and I'm not a corporation, not a chain, So unfortunately, I don't have a flexible return policy rules.
Okay.
And so Miss White, she returned to my store 5 weeks after purchasing a dress with the visible signs of wear. It was some stains on it.
Okay.
And no tags attached. I calmly and respectfully explained her that unfortunately our policy rules state that customers are allowed to return merchandise within 14 days of purchase, unworn and tags attached.
I'm sorry, you said that the store policy is the refund, and I'm paraphrasing here. The refund is honored if it's done within the 14 days of the original purchase.
Correct.
Okay.
Then she's stating that I was screaming at her. It's deliberate lie. I can provide proof from our cameras, security cameras. I just, simply explain her our rules, and also our rules are posted and printed on their checks. It's displayed next to a cashier, and then it's on our website. So
let me ask you a question. Miss White. Did she bring the receipt for the with the dress, along with the dress?
she brought, yes. She brought
Okay.
it.
I'm assuming that the receipt is time stamped.
Yes.
Miss White, you returned the dress. What was it 5 weeks after you purchased it?
Probably. It was about a month afterwards that I decided I just can't wear this out. And I
Okay.
said I'll return
It's
it.
about a month later. That's okay. That's close to 5 weeks. Were you aware of the return policy?
I was, but like I said, I thought store loyalty. I've been loyal to I've been going to the store for years. I even brought people to the store. Like I brought, I had family and friends come visit me. I bring them to the store. I say, oh, there's this cute little boutique, and I talk about how great the clothes are there, and it's pretty affordable.
Okay, but she has stated that they have a 14-day policy.
Right, but I thought,
Let me ask you this question, Ms. White. Why did you keep the dress for so long?
Well, I was thinking about I just didn't have an event to wear it to. I didn't have an occasion to wear it, the occasion where it would be appropriate to wear. So I was waiting until I had one, and then I thought, I just, what she had said to me, oh, that dress makes you look fat.
Okay.
I was like, it was living in my head. And I thought, well, surely she didn't mean it. Maybe she was having a bad day. I don't know. But I thought, I've been a loyal customer. She would remember me, and I could even talk to her maybe. And she just got so loud and belligerent and nasty, and it was just humiliating and
It's
embarrassing.
a deliberate
just-
lie. It's a deliberate lie. So what concerns me that she not only leave angry and like crazy, she afterwards like returned repeatedly to our store, threatening our customers, our sales representatives, and she stood next to our store with a sign saying like body shaming store, body shaming store. My customers turned back, my sales dropped, and more importantly, my sales representative, my employees felt unsafe. I felt unsafe. It was just a refusal. I think this.
Were you belligerent towards the employees of this clothing store?
I was not belligerent to anybody.
Did you speak to any of these employees?
I did speak to them. I told them.
Just give us give the court an idea of some of the things you said to them. I'm just curious.
I just told them that their policy was unfair. I felt like it was unfair. I felt like I was mistreated. I felt like they should have some loyalty. And that's what I said to
But
them.
you were aware.
At this point, the case takes an unexpected turn. What first seemed like a simple disagreement over a $60 dress is now raising bigger questions about customer loyalty, business policies, and personal responsibility. But as the judge listens more carefully, it becomes clear that one crucial detail could completely change the outcome of this courtroom battle. Stay with us because the most important part of the case is still ahead.
By your own admission, you were aware that there was a 14-day window of return policy. By your own admission, you said, I know this, and what you're saying is, yeah, I know that there's a policy, but because I've shopped here before, I should receive special treatment.
I don't know that I'm calling it special treatment. I'm not asking for anything really special. I'm just asking, here's a loyal customer after so many years of buying so many things and bring in new customers. I would think that they would make an exception once or twice.
Let me ask you this question, ma'am. Do you have other customers who come in repeatedly to purchase items in your store?
Yes, I'm very proud of it. I have many loyal customers.
So you have other loyal customers?
Yes, but it doesn't grant them the ability just to disregard the rules, Otherwise, I will not have a business.
Did you hear that? She has
He'll
other
pay
loyal
my
customers,
bills
and she doesn't give them that special treatment because the rules. If she gave all of her loyal customers that same treatment, that woman would probably be out of business. Did you ever think of that?
and $75,000 of fine will just
Oh,
kill
don't
my
worry.
business.
We're definitely gonna get to that. You understand where I'm coming from on that? Now, here's the other part I don't understand. Why are you standing in front of this lady's shop with a sign that's saying that she's, what did you say, body shaming?
Well, that's what she did. She told me that dress made me look fat. I don't want, I mean, nobody should talk to me like that. Maybe if I had a really close.
What was the goal? What was your end game with that
Well,
type of protest? I'm just curious.
letting other people know what she's about. Letting other people know this is how you're going to be treated if you go into this store. This is how they're going to react if you put on. They're just. I'm sorry that I'm not the glamazon that she is, but that doesn't mean that a dress looks bad on me or that anybody should say it.
Well,
I'm
sure that she's appreciative that you just called her an attractive person. I'm pretty sure she appreciates that. But here's the thing, Miss White. You purchased an item out of spite, according to your words. You had a choice to say, you know what? If that's how you feel about me, then I don't have the body for this. Here, you keep this, and I'll keep my money, and I'll go my separate way. But you didn't do that. What you did was that I'm going to buy it to spite her. And I don't understand how you spite somebody by giving them money. I'm confused on that part because they win once they have your money. I don't understand that, but
I was just trying to say, you know what? Your opinion doesn't matter to me. It's my opinion. My opinion is the only opinion that matters. But then, because she fat shamed me, it was living in my brain. And I was thinking, if I put this
you
on,
should have just walked out. You know, once somebody starts insulting you, you don't entertain them. You just walk away from the situation.
I was just going to show her. I was like,
and you were going to show her that I'm going to look good in this dress, even though she would never see you in that dress once you left the building. It doesn't make any sense. Now you've got this thing going on in your head, and she's not even there. She's living there rent-free in your head, but you can't let people get under your skin because of something like that. If you felt that she insulted you, you should have said, you know what? I am going to take my business elsewhere. Thank you. The people who I brought to you, I'm going to explain to them, don't go there anymore, and call it a day.
Again,
but you didn't
that's
do that.
a deliberate lie that I call her fat or anything. I've never insulted her.
Well,
I've
I don't
never
have
said
a way.
anything
I don't
about
have a
her
way
body.
to say whether that part happened or not. And to be honest, that's not my concern right now. But my other concern is you're talking about this dress. You violated their policy, a policy that, by your own admission, you knew existed, and you wanted them to put the policy aside to satisfy you, give you special interest. And like I said earlier, if she does that for all her loyal customers, she's probably going to be out of business. So that was you that decided to disregard the policy. That's on you, okay? As far as walking in front of the sign with the fat shaming, I don't understand why you would do that.
I just want to let everybody know, anybody that might be walking in there, what she's about.
So your goal was to hurt her business because, and I see that the catalyst for this started because they wouldn't give you a refund on a dress. So this was your way of being
Well, I think she should.
vengeful.
I don't know that it's necessarily vengeful. I am just trying to let other people know this is what she's about. This is what she does.
You're being,
and it's okay
you're
with
being
her.
vengeful. And what's also leading me to believe that is because we're sitting in court over a $60 dress that you couldn't return because you violated the policy. We're in court over that. That's crazy. You know you messed up, and you still won't take responsibility for that. That's why we're here right now.
I just think it's ridiculous that she can't take the dress back. You know what? If she had just given me the $60, or even, you know what? There's some places that charge a restocking
If she
fee.
would have given you
Fine.
the $60, you wouldn't have been in front of that store with the fat shaming sign, correct?
Right.
Vengeance. That's why we're here. We don't do vengeance in this courtroom. We do justice in this courtroom. And that was not seeking justice. That was seeking retaliation because she didn't want to violate her own policy. That's selfishness. And this court does not reward selfish behavior. So your request for $75,000 is not going to be granted. And this case is going to be dismissed. Ladies, you have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's a difference of opinion. I don't think I was here for revenge. I was just trying to, at minimum, get an apology for the fat shaming. But I would have liked to have gotten compensated for that dress that she told me made me look fat.
I'm just so thankful that Judge Porter was on my side, that law was on my side. I think this lawsuit wasn't about emotional distress. It was about simply refusal to accept terms and conditions agreed at the time of purchase. And again, I'm so thankful that Judge was on my side.
The judge has delivered the final decision, but now it's your turn. Do you think the boutique owner acted fairly by enforcing the return policy, or should a loyal customer have received an exception? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoy real courtroom stories and legal drama, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next case. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next courtroom story.